Hey, tonight we're going to start with the #1 topic of concern for a lot of you, and for me too, homelessness. I figure there's going to be a million little steps between the mess we're in now and a solution for everyone, which I know we all hope comes one of these days. And probably there's going to be some missteps along the way. Now, those, according to lawyers that filed a lawsuit, they say the misstep is already happening with the city of Portland trying to enforce its camping ban soon. They say it's a misstep that should be stopped, and that is our big story tonight. The lawsuit was filed by lawyers representing homeless folks. It takes aim at Portland's daytime camping ban, which passed 4 months ago but has yet to be enforced. The lawyers want the judge to just put a stop on the whole thing. The enforcement may be coming soon, by the way, we're told by the city. Blair Best has our story.
At first glance, this pocket of Portland in the Belmont neighborhood is clear of the crisis plaguing other parts of the city. But this hasn't always been the case.
There were just tents everywhere. It felt scary. It felt unsafe.
Elaine Johnson has lived here for 7 years.
All of a sudden, it dawned on me, I haven't been seeing a lot of tents anywhere or people on the street doing drugs.
She's not sure what's behind this welcome change, but points to the threat of Portland's daytime camping ban as a potential reason. Portland City Council passed the ban back in June, prohibiting camping on public property from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. It also bans camping anytime near schools and high-crash corridors, among other areas. And even though enforcement hasn't started just yet, word of the ban has reached the streets. Clyde now moves his tent every day. And Joshua
I have a couple blankets now.
Now carries his bedding and hides.
I try to find somewhere out of the way that I'm not going to get rained on or kicked or maced.
Late last week, a group of homeless people filed a class action lawsuit against the city's camping ban, alleging the restrictions violate the Oregon Constitution, and the penalties, like jail time or a $100 fine after 3 warnings, are unreasonable, arguing homelessness is unavoidable for many, given the lack of shelter in Portland.
I am not even a second-class citizen. I'm a third-class punching bag.
The ordinance is unreasonable.
Crystal Delahanty runs PDX Saints Love.
That'll feel better.
A nonprofit offering wellness fairs and housing referrals to homeless people in East Portland.
It's harmful. You know, you have people who are already feeling rejected and ostracized from community. They can't access resources. They don't know how. And then now you're telling them that they can't even sit down with their belongings on a park bench or a sidewalk.
She wrote a declaration included in the lawsuit.
And the reason that I jumped in as a declarant on the lawsuit is that everyone belongs somewhere.
Lawyers from the Oregon Law Center, which is representing the plaintiffs in this case, are trying to get a temporary restraining order to stop the city from enforcing this ban until this lawsuit is resolved. A spokesperson for the mayor's office tells us they can't comment on pending litigation, but they plan to start enforcing the ban in the coming weeks, and they'll give a 2 weeks heads up.
The ordinance is so convoluted and complex that I don't understand it. I don't know where people would be able to camp.
There is a map showing where camping is allowed, but homeless people must have internet to access it, something we found. Here's the map.
Oh my God.
Is nearly impossible for some.
Well, see, I don't have access to that because I went to federal prison for hacking. So, I'm not able to access any internet device at all.
We're seeing a lot of reactionary ordinances come into place. And we want everyone to just stop and pause and take time to figure out what are the complexities and the nuances behind this ordinance and how does it affect people, rather than we just don't want to see homelessness anymore, let's make it go away.
Like it has in the Belmont neighborhood, at least for now.
I do feel like setting some limits around that is the best way to have things start to change. And it's going to probably, I think, be painful and uncomfortable at first. But over time, maybe this is a start of something new.
Again, this lawsuit alleges that there's a lack of shelter space in Portland, though the city is quickly adding more. The mayor tells us that plans are well underway for the second mass encampment, and he'll be announcing that location very soon. Blair Best, KGW News.